Hello everyone, I welcome to the all of you in my channels. In the today's session, we are going to discuss to the Archaeopteryx and its significance, means ke its importance. Now we will study about introductions of Archaeopteryx. In the introduction, the earliest known bird in the fossil record is Archaeopteryx lithographica, meaning ancient wing. Archaeopteryx is similar to the earliest bird, means ke they known as the Archaeopteryx lithographica, means ke the ancient wings. Archaeopteryx were found in Bavaria in the fine-grained lithographica limestone of the Upper Jurassic about 150 million years ago. It was discovered by Andreas Wagner in 1861. Archaeopteryx first time occurs into the Bavaria parks, the region of the Jurassic area, about 150 million years ago. It was discovered by the Andreas Wenger in 1861 since. Another skeleton was found in 1877. Next, second time skeleton also occurs in 1877 and third was also found in 1956 from the same place. It seemed to have been a terrestrial bird about size of claws and with long tapering tails. And third times also fossils are present in 1956 in the same place, means ke Bavaria Park in Jurassic regions. Each fossil seem to have terrestrial birds about size of the crows size and with a tapering tails. The bird is considered to be connective link between reptiles and birds. Means these type birds have two types of characters like a reptilian characters and bird types of character. Means so it is called as a connective link between the two class like a reptile class and a bird class. These figures indicate Archaeopteryx. Archaeopteryx meanings ancient wing. Okay. Now in these figures, first they had ever large eyes and many conical teeth in jaws. Teeth present in the reptilian characters and beak present into the avian characters. Next, they have a long neck. They have a light weight feather bodies. Next, long straight feathers of tail. They have a long leg. Long leg is divided into two parts, long thigh and short calf. They also have three toes facing forward and one facing backward, each with claws. They also have a long flight feathers or wings and long arms with three long figures and curved claws. Second figures indicates reptilian characters and avian characters. So now we will study reptilian characters. The first character is wing claws is present, the neck toothed beaks. Next is a long tail with many vertebrae and avian characters like to the airfoils wings with counters feathers. Now we will study to the reptilian characters of the Archaeopteryx. Like Archaeopteryx presents shrinking affinity with reptiles which are given here. Archaeopteryx have a shrinking affinities with reptiles. Like the bones are solid with no air space. એના બોન છે તે એકદમ સોલિડ હોય છે, તેની વચ્ચે એર જોવા મળતી નથી, મીન્સ કે સ્પેસ જોવા મળતી નથી. જ્યારે એવ્સના બોન છે તે કેવા હોય છે તો કે એકદમ એર સ્પેસવાળા, મીન્સ કે એના બોનની વચ્ચે એર છે તે પ્રેઝન્ટ હોય છે. ધ જોઝ હેઝ સ્મોલ ઇક્વલ કોનિકલ એનિમલ ક્રાઉન એન્ડ ધ કોડોન્સ ટીથ લાઇક ધોઝ ઓફ reptiles. There are 26 teeth in upper jaws and 6 in lower jaws. The jaws are small and equal conical શેપના ટીથ હોય છે. These teeth have a enamel coat, એકદમ સ્ટ્રોંગ મજબૂત કવર્સ ધરાવે છે. અને the teeth present into the upper jaw 26 and 6 teeth present into the lower jaws. The forelimbs are reptiles. There are 3 well-formed digits with separate phalanges. There are 2 phalanges in first and 3 in the second, 4 in the third digit. The forelimb look like to the reptilians. They have a total 3 digits well developed. First digit have a 2 phalanges. Phalanges means fingers. And second digit have a 3 phalanges and third digit have a 4 phalanges. The digit bear no feathers but project from the anterior margin of the wings and in curved claws. The digits not develop feathers, but the margin of the disease develop wings like structures, and they also have a curved claws. Next, there are three free metacarpals, there being no carpometacarpus. There are three metacarpus, means that they four wings have a metacarpus, the metacarpus not develop a carpometacarpus. The sternum is flat without gills. Sternum portion કોને કહેવામાં આવે છે તો કે abdomen region. Abdomen region is called as a sternum. And the upper portion of the sternum it is called as a gill. But here the sternum is not have a gills. The vertebral column is elongated and vertebrae are free and amphicoccals with simple concave articulation as in reptiles. They have a elongated vertebral column, and vertebral column is made up of many arteries, and all arteries are free and amphicoccals with have a simple concave articulates. The vertebrae bear thin single-headed ribs with no uncinated process. The vertebrae develop a thin and single-headed ribs. Ribs means આપણે પાર્સલ ગુજરાતીમાં કહે છે તે એક પોર્શન છે તે વર્ટિબલ કોલમ સાથે એટેચ થયેલો હોય છે અને સેકન્ડ પોર્શન છે તે ક્યાં તો કે સ્ટર્નમ પોર્શન સાથે જોઈન્ટ થયેલો હોય છે કોનો તો કે રિબ્સનો. તો વન પાર્ટ્સ ઓફ ધ રિબ્સ હેવ અ સિંગલ હેડેડ એટેચ ટુ ધ વર્ટિબ્રી. Beside the cervical and thoracic ribs, there are abdominal ribs are gastrula in the ventral wall of the abdomen as in spinodon and crocodiles. The cervical regions and thoracic regions માં જે રિબ પ્રેઝન્ટ હોય છે અધર તો કે એબડોમિનલ રિજનમાં જે રિબ્સ પ્રેઝન્ટ હોય છે તેના એબડોમિન પોર્શનના વેન્ટ્રલ વોલ સાથે જોઈન્ટ થયેલી જોવા મળે છે. લુક લાઇક એઝ અ સ્પિનોડોન એન્ડ ક્રોકોડાઇલ્સ. Now study to the hind limbs as separate tibia and fibula of about equal size with no reduction in size of fibula. Hind limb is divided into two parts. First it is called as a tibia and second one is called as a fibula. They both parts size is equal and no reduction in size of the fibula. Proximal tarsals are free. There is an elongated tail with 20 free caudal vertebrae tapering gradually to the distal ends, and there being no phagostyles. The tail have a caudal types of vertebrae, it is all are tapering types. They have total 20 free caudal vertebrae and elongated. The vertebral columns lower parts it's called as a phagostyle. Here the phagostyle is absent because the bird characteristic to the presence of the phagostyle, but here Archaeopteryx not have a phagostyle. The cerebral hemisphere were smooth, long and narrow, and cerebrum are all small, thus the brain is reptilian. The cerebral hemisphere were smooth and long and narrow, then cerebrum is small, so thus the brain is look like same as the reptilian animals. In these figures indicate the Archaeopteryx figures. Okay. Now we will study to the avian characters or bird characters of the Archaeopteryx. Like it is true avian character is reflected beyond doubt in the following features. Means કે તે બર્ડ્સ એવા સમ કેરેક્ટર્સ ધરાવે છે તેનાથી થોડોક ડાઉટ છે કે તે પ્રોપરલી આપણે એને બર્ડ કહી શકીએ નહીં, એટલે વી વિલ સ્ટડી ટુ ધ સમ કેરેક્ટર્સ ઓફ બર્ડ્સ. લાઇક ધ સ્કલ ઇઝ લાર્જ, મોનોકોન્ડાઇલિક એન્ડ બોન્સ આર ફ્યુઝડ. અને સ્કલ છે તે એકદમ લાર્જ જોવા મળતું હોય છે ને મોનોકોન્ડાઇલિક હોય છે બીકોઝ કે ઓલ બોન ફ્યુઝ ટુ ઇચ અધર વન બોન્સ ને ઇટ ઇઝ કોલ્ડ એઝ અ મોનોકોન્ડાઇલિક. ઓકે. ધેર ઇઝ શોર્ટ બ્લન્ટ બીક ફોર્મ્ડ બાય ઇલોંગેશન ઓફ બોથ ધ જોસ. તેની બીક છે તે એકદમ શોર્ટ હોય છે અને બ્લન્ટ જોવા મળતી હોય છે અને તે જોસ ઇઝ ઇલોંગેટેડ. ધ આઈઝ આર લાર્જ એન્ડ એવિયન વિથ અ રિંગ ઓફ સ્ક્લેરોટિક બોન્સ. તે આઈઝ ઇઝ લાર્જ ને they develop a ring of sclerotic bone. 5 feathers are attached only to the beak of ulna and manus. There are 6 to 7 primaries and 10 secondary bones. Flight feathers develop a 6 and 7 primary bones and 10 secondary bones. They attach to the back portion of the ulna and manus. In the pectoral girdle, the coracoid is small, scapula is slender and curved, and they are at right angles as in birds. The pectoral region girdle have a total two types parts. First is known as a coracoids and second is known as scapula. Scapula. The coracoid is small and scapula is slender and slightly curved at the right angles as in birds. Like there is U-shaped furcula formed by fused clavicles. Clavicles is develop a U-shaped and distal tarsal are fused with the metatarsal to form a slender tarsometatarsus. Distal tarsal fused to the metatarsal and form a slender tarsometatarsus. There are four clawed digits with 2, 3, 4, 5 phalanges with the helix small directed backward and opposable. They have a total 4 claws in the disease, then to the 2, 3, 4 and 5 phalanx, and they also develop a helix small and directed backward and opposable. Rectrices are attached to the both sides of the tail, unlike any birds. Any birds similar, the tail develop a rectrice to the both sides. Recent studies have shown that Archaeopteryx was endothermal or warm-blooded as other birds. Recently studied the Archaeopteryx is endothermal other तो warm-blooded animals look same as to the other birds. Warm-blooded birds their body temperature to not change the surrounding compared to the surrounding atmosphere. It is called as a warm-blooded animals. Now Archaeopteryx could not fly efficiently but could only volplane from tree to tree in forest because the sternum is small, flat and without a keel. The wing spread is small and it has no longer feathers lizard-like tail. Archaeopteryx could not fly. તે ફ્લાય કરી શકતા નથી because કે they only volplanes from tree to tree ઇન ફોરેસ્ટ સિઝનની અંદર એક ટ્રીથી બીજા ટ્રી સુધી જમ્પિંગ કરે છે તો ગ્લાઇડિંગ કરી શકે છે બીકોઝ કે તે સ્ટર્નમ પોર્શન ઇઝ વેરી સ્મોલ એન્ડ ફ્લેટ એકદમ સ્મોલ અને ફ્લેટ હોય છે અને જે એનો એન્ટાયર પોર્શન સ્ટર્નમનો છે તેને આપણે શું કહે છે કિલ તો હિયર કિલ ઇઝ એબસન્સ ને ધ વિંગ સ્પ્રેડ ઇઝ સ્મોલ તેના વિંગ્સ છે તે એકદમ નાના જોવા મળે છે ને ઇટ ઇઝ ઇલોંગેટેડ અને એકદમ લાંબા હોય છે ને ધ ફેધર ઇઝ લુક લાઇક ટુ ધ લિઝાર્ડ લાઇક ટેલ્સ ને તેના ટેલ રિજનમાં જે ફેધર્સ હોય છે તે કેવા હોય છે તો કે લિઝાર્ડની અંદર જેવા હોય છે તે ટાઈપ્સના જોવા મળે છે ઓકે ઇટ સો ધેટ કે બર્ડ અરોઝ ફ્રોમ બાયપેડલ્સ આર્બોરિયલ એન્સેસ્ટર એન્ડ ઇટ ઓલ્સો સો ધ ગ્લાઇડિંગ ઓરિજિન ઓફ ફ્લાઇટ ઇન બર્ડ્સ બર્ડનું કેરેક્ટર્સ કહીએ તો કે બાયપેડલ્સ કે તે ડેવલપ વિંગ્સ એન્ડ આર્બોરિયલ એન્સેસ્ટર મીન્સ કે તે ઉડી શકે તેના એન્સેસ્ટર્સ જોવા મળે છે એન્ડ ઇટ ઇઝ ઓલ્સો ગ્લાઇડિંગ ઓરિજિન ઓફ ફ્લાઇટ મીન્સ કે તે ગ્લાઇડિંગ દ્વારા ફ્લાઇટ કરતા મીન્સ કે ફ્લાઇંગ કરતા જોવા મળે છે સો આર્કિયોપ્ટેરિક્સ ઇટ ઇઝ અ ફ્લાઇટલેસ birds. Now we will study to the significance of Archaeopteryx. Like the many characteristics of birds show close resemblance to the Archaeopteryx reptiles. They have many characters of the birds and they look like to the Archaeopteryx of reptiles. The Archaeopteryx had achieved some powers of flight or gliding, but they were less specialized for the purpose than our modern birds. Archaeopteryx have some powers for flighting and gliding. ફ્લાઇટિંગ એટલે ફ્લાઇંગ અને ગ્લાઇડિંગ માટે સમ પાવર્સ ધરાવે છે ને બટ they not have a specialized feathers than same to the modern birds. The whole body axis was still elongated and lizard-like. એનું આખું બોડી કેવું હોય છે લાંબુ જોવા મળે છે ને લિઝાર્ડ જેવું જોવા મળે છે. Its fossils and other like fossils suggest that the birds arose from a race of bipedal arboreal reptiles living in forests and accustomed to running, jumping, gliding among the branches. The fossils of the Archaeopteryx suggest that એ શું સજેસ્ટ કરે છે તો કે the bird arose from the race of bipedal arboreal reptiles મીન્સ કે તે બાયપેડલ આર્બોરિયલ રેપ્ટાઇલ્સ જેવા જોવા મળે છે અને પ્રેઝન્ટ ઇન્ટુ ધ તો કે સર્વાઇવ ઇન્ટુ ધ ફોરેસ્ટ રિજિયન ને ઇટ ઇઝ હેવ અ સ્પીડલી રનિંગ જમ્પિંગ એન્ડ ગ્લાઇડિંગ among branch to branch. There has been much controversy about the origin of flight, some maintaining that the earliest birds were terrestrial and used the wing to assist in running, leading eventually to a take off perhaps at first for short distance. They have a origin of the flight commentary. The maintain the earliest birds was the terrestrial likes. They used the wings for fast running, leading of the, so it is known as a flightless bird because it is not easily fly, so have a speedily running and jumping. A recently theory is that the enlarged feathers on the back of the hand may have served as net to assist in catching insects. Recently theory indicates કે તે enlarged back portion અંદર જે large feathers આવેલા છે તે used for to the catching insect and form to the nest. Archaeopteryx saw both reptilians and avian character. It was currently not a bird like the modern birds, and also it was not a true reptiles. Archaeopteryx they have a reptilians and avian characters, but it is not called as a modern birds and not as called as a true reptiles. Except feather is resembled to Archaeopteryx reptiles, it was presumably not the immediate ancestor of modern bird. Some feathers, accepted feathers they look like to the reptiles, and some feathers look like to the modern birds. Its immediately descendants are also not known. It was distinctly separate from the birds due to presence of non-pneumatic bones, forelimbs, and dead in 3 closed digits with separate metacarpal skull and phalanges and elongated tail. Immediately descendant are also not known. અત્યારે ખબર નથી કે કઈમાં આપણે મૂકી શકીએ. બર્ડ એવટાઇલ્સ ક્લાસમાં મૂકે કે ને એવ્સ ક્લાસની અંદર બર્ડ they was distantly separate from the bird. Bird કરતાં slightly separate જોવા મળે છે like to the non-pneumatic bones means કે air space વાળા bone એની અંદર present નથી. Four limbs and they have a 3 claws means કે they have a four limbs have a 3 closed digits and they have separate metacarpal skulls and phalanges. They have a elongated tails. The Hesperonychus and Ichthyornis cretaceous birds were distinctly birds except they had reptilian-like teeth. પછી Hesperonychus and Ichthyornis and Cretaceous orders birds, they have a distinctly bird but except they have a reptilian teeth. Hence, Archaeopteryx was planted in a separate subclass Archaeornithis since it had certain different characters not found in fossil bird and modern birds placed in Neornithis. Archaeopteryx છે તેને કયા ક્લાસ સબક્લાસને ઇન્ક્લુડ કરવામાં આવેલો છે તો કે આર્કિયોનિથિસ એન્ડ મોડર્ન બર્ડ્સ ઓલ મોડર્ન બર્ડ્સ છે તેને કયા ક્લાસની અંદર ઇન્ક્લુડ કરવામાં આવે છે નિયોર્નિથિસ. થેન્ક યુ.